So you've got resellers or integrators who may have some end users that may be eligible for these stimulus funds. How does the sales acceleration team help them, and what kind of forms exist? What's the process if they feel there's a project that's appropriate for these types of funds? How do they get started?
Yeah, absolutely. First step, if they don't have an identified CommScope Ruckus reseller or sales rep, we have an alias that's really easy to use. That's public-funding-support@commscope.com, and that's a mailbox that's managed by the sales acceleration team. So oftentimes we'll get a lot of those raw leads as you will come in that they don't know where to start. Maybe they visited our microsite and they just want some questions answered. And then there's really two paths they can take from there. If they have a specific funding source they have a question about, or they just want to know how much is remaining, or how do they apply, we can leverage Chris LePage's services at Grant's office to get an answer back to them, usually within a 24-hour period. But if there's deeper research required, within 24 hours, we'll get assigned a consultant for the project, and then they'll give us an estimated time of delivery for the answer. So it's really quick turnaround time, and they get really into specifics, and from there can have one-on-one consultative calls, all of this free, to help them navigate that process and get more questions answered. For those that have large projects and a lot of it's around this digital divide and enabling that remote work environment, if they just need to find funding somewhere and they don't know where, that's when we suggest they do a custom funding opportunity report. And that's a true value add service from Grant's office. We've gotten lots of positive responses from our customers on leveraging that service. And to get started on that, it's really simple. The partners have access to this one-page document. It's really just to collect the bare minimum information required to pull the right types of funding sources for the customer. So it's going to be, they have to identify who they're working with at CommScope Ruckus, but mostly it's about, what's the IT project, where's their location, what's their funding needs, and what's the challenge that they're solving with this IT project. And that really gives Grant's office the starting point to pull a comprehensive report for that customer. And they'll pull everything from COVID-19 relief funds and all of the substreams below it, how much they've been awarded, and or maybe how much have they spent if that's been posted. And then it also pulls in all the associated grants as well, grant opportunities specific to their location, the type of industry the business is in, and the IT project. And I mean, I've seen these documents, they're so comprehensive with summaries and where to go and next steps. It's very impressive. And they can be very comprehensive, as in like 45 to over 80 pages long. And so we'll also help the customer schedule follow-up consultative calls with Grant's office and their CommScope Ruckus reseller or sales rep, so that Grant's office and their consultants can help prioritize with them which funding source makes the best sense to go after.
Awesome. And with Chris and his team having over 20 years experience, I mean, they're able to navigate it. Let me just rifle off some acronyms here. We have CAF, which is the Connect America Fund, RDOF, which is the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund, and I've saved the most syllabic for last. The Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act. Phew! I just got that out, just barely. But the federal government, they love their acronyms. They love the multi-syllabic grant forms. And what's really cool, and what I heard there, Erica, use this team together, because there's a one-pager that I've seen, and we'll post it up here. You guys can see that as an example. The form that Erica's talking about is help me identify the opportunity, and let's engage Chris and his team, and they can navigate, this is the appropriate fund for that, or maybe even there's a custom opportunity there. So we're hopefully making it super, super simple for the partner and digestible, if you will. And you guys are doing some great work there. So I tip my cap to you. If I could take these headphones off, I'd tip the cap for sure.